Terry Bradshaw, the Hall of Famer, said, quote, "Why in the world does he want to keep on playing at 43 other than to prove to New England he's more important than Bill Belichick? Why the hell do you want to go to Tampa? The only thing I can think of is ego gets involved and you decide I'll show him who's more important. I would never have done that." And I was shocked he was leaving. Shocked. And here to explain his thinking is the one, the only, the original TB12, Terry Bradshaw.
That's right, baby. Michael, how you doing, bud?
I'm great. It is delightful to have you. And I'd love to explain. What was your thinking? I obviously got a lot of attention yesterday. Why did you say what you said about that yesterday?
Well, first of all, we take our great athletes, for instance, and we put them on such a pedestal, and we fail to realize that they're human beings. And I, for the life of me, if you just look at the human nature of this whole thing, why would Tom Brady want to leave New England after 20 years? My question is, number one, at 43, why do you want to keep playing unless it's records out there and that you're striving for, or you want to put them so high that you feel like nobody will ever get to them? Okay, that would be number one. Number two, you cannot tell me that you're wanting to leave New England, but everything is okay between you and Bill Belichick. That just doesn't resonate with me as the right thing. I don't believe that's the case at all. I think after 20 years, why play? And number two, why move? Why not stay right there? What are you going to prove when you move on? You're not athletic like Brett Favre. Brett Favre went to Minnesota and he went to the Jets and was phenomenal. Then you look at Peyton. Peyton took his offense to Denver. They built that thing around him. They had the defense there and the running game, and they won a Super Bowl with Peyton. They say his arm strength's not good enough. Arm strength doesn't matter when the brain is so fast and sharp, which he certainly has. So, and then you look at Unitas, who went to San Diego, and that was just embarrassing for Johnny U. So I don't understand why Tom has to leave New England. And he planned it. He was out of there unless he says, I need a new challenge. Well, the new challenge comes when you move on from football and get on with your life.
But so I think it sounds to me like you're suggesting that they're trying to hide the fact that Brady and Belichick, that's the reason for it. But let's just say for the sake of argument, that is the reason. Do you understand that? Right. What do you make of that? That after 20 years, Brady did not want to stop playing and he just needed to get someplace else to get away from whatever it is, for whatever reason, that particular coach?
Well, I can certainly understand getting away from something that I think is obvious now, is that the pressure that Belichick probably puts on his football team and the pressure that Brady puts on himself to excel, the two of those finally collide. I happen to believe that working for Bill Belichick would have been a great honor. But when you're through, because I think that's exhausting. That kind of commitment to excellence is exhausting. It's mentally exhausting. So perhaps Tom wants to get out from under that kind of pressure and be free and go down to Florida in the warm weather and show the world how great he is, how great he really is without Belichick. I know Belichick can win without Brady. I don't know that Brady can win without Belichick. So now we have the Eagles, and I just don't understand for the life of me why he would leave New England and move to another football team, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We know the coach in Tampa Bay isn't there for very long. That's why he didn't re-sign Jameis. That's probably why they're not going to draft a quarterback, because he doesn't want to have to train a young quarterback, because he's not going to be there long enough. So bringing in Brady makes all the sense in the world. He's got the greatest quarterback with the world titles coming in, and so that makes that offense, which is so good, even better for him. But he better protect him. He better protect it, and he better not make him hold that football very long, because that's not his strength, holding that ball and playing football from the pocket.
So how good do you think the Buccaneers will be? You just ran through it. They've got a lot of good pieces on offense. They have a sneaky good defense. How good will the Buccaneers be?
Well, I think the perception is they're going to be outstanding. You can't. Listen, I can sit here all day long and tell you all the negative things that I see, because I told my wife and my family who are here down in Florida with me, this thing this is just craziness to me. But I think they can, if they protect Brady and he adjusts, I think they'll be fine. I mean, Jameis Winston went 30 for 30 touchdowns, 30 interceptions. I thought if you are a good coach and a great quarterback coach, you take Winston and you coach him up. I've even said, Hey, let me go there. I'll coach him up. I'll fix that. I know what he's doing. I know what's going on in his head. I'll fix it. But don't get rid of him. He's young. Fix it. Coach him up. Instead, you cast him aside, tell him to go look for a deal, and you bring in a guy you know who's going to study, who's going to prepare. Not saying Jameis wouldn't do that, but who will protect the football. And to answer your question, Mike, I think they'll be good. I don't think they'll be great. I don't think they're going to the Super Bowl. No, not at all.
So then my next question was going to be, if I told you one and or not the other was going to make it next year, do you think Brady or Belichick has a better chance to get back?
Oh, Belichick. I am such a Belichick believer. Belichick has proven to me time and time again that he can take a quarterback that's not Tom Brady and he can win. We know how great Brady is. Come on, let's not fool ourselves. But I also know that Belichick is one of a kind head coach, and I can see him perhaps making a move. How about Tua? What if Tua goes to New England? How beautiful would that be? Not going to happen. But what if there's a lot of scenarios, and we just watch Belichick and let's see what this thing does, how it plays out. I don't think he can't win with just somebody and that's just going to play quarterback. He's got to have somebody that's got some experience, I believe.
Terry Bradshaw, it was a delight for me to see you in Miami last week with your wife. I hope that you're safe. Yeah.
We are safe, and please tell your wife hello. I really, looking at you and then looking at her, I would have never put the two together because she's a good-looking gal. She's and you're a lot bigger than I thought. I mean, you look like a little guy on there, all those folks on your set with you, but you're a powerful man, so it was a pleasure seeing you.
Well, it was a delight to see you as well. I'm never going to possibly live past the two things you just said, but outside of that, it was delightful. Be safe. Thank you very much, Terry Bradshaw. We will see you soon. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.